Hello, church family. Today we are going to talk about the sixth commandment. Uh, this covers so many areas in our lives, in our world, that I don't believe it's possible to do this in one segment. So this is going to be part one of Thou shalt not kill. So let's get to it. Does thou shalt not kill mean no killing at all? It's probably the best known commandment in the Bible, but it's much more complex than it appears. Throughout history, Christians have debated the context of this commandment and how we should apply it to subjects like war, revenge, unborn children, abandoned orphans, incarceration, execution. So let's get to it. The Ten Commandments are listed twice in the Old Testament. They are listed in Exodus 20, 2 through 17, and Deuteronomy 5, 6 through 21. Thou shalt not kill. The King James version lists it as the Sixth Commandments, but not all Christians refer to it as the Sixth Commandment. The list of 10 Commandments is a single unit in the original document. Still, it belongs to a much larger list covering everything from hygiene to Sabbath regulations contained in the Torah. I've mentioned several times the Pharisees made up 613 laws. We're not worried about any of that. We're just going to stick with thou shalt not kill, whatever number you want to give it. One of the clearest applications of thou shalt not kill is that people are not permitted to murder each other. Later teachings does take exception to this for self-defense. Life is precious and should not be taken lightly. But Jesus did confirm the value of self-defense in Luke 22:36. So let's go to that. In Luke 22:36, we have take your money in a traveler's bag, and if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. For the time has come for this prophecy about me to be fulfilled. So we come to this eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth thing in Matthew 5:38-39. This is probably one of the most misunderstood passages in the Bible. That does not mean you kill my wife, I kill yours. You take out my eye, I take out yours. That is not what it means. It is the whole concept of it means that when Moses couldn't keep up with being a judge of all 12 tribes, he had to delegate duties to people. So he created judges in each of the 12 tribes. And the advice given to them was an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. What it meant was this: judge fairly. The judgment for killing a human being should be higher than the judgment for killing a lamb, should be higher than killing a dove. Basically, what it means is, in reference to how it was written, was let the punishment fit the crime. Don't go nuts here. Don't go overboard. Do what is fair and just in the eyes of the Lord. So that doesn't give us license to run amok like some people think about it. How does thou shalt not kill apply in war? Honestly, I think of Sergeant York in World War I, who many of you people aren't going to know anything about because he was from World War I. And he was a pacifist. He did not believe in taking lives. And he ended up becoming a hero and taking over 100 enemies prisoner and proving to be a lethal opponent. He was so accurate with a firearm. And he wrestled with the whole thing about thou shalt not kill and in the Bible, and came to the conclusion that under certain circumstances it was okay to defend the just, the righteous. Several writers have argued that we shouldn't kill at all. I know a current modern day pastor, John Piper, says he would not kill anyone under any circumstances. I cannot ascribe to that, and I'll be honest with you, many people will say to me, why is it you could be a deacon of our church and yet carry a firearm? And my answer is simple and direct. I defend my flock as a good shepherd defends his flock from the wolves. I personally cannot stand by and do nothing while innocent lives are taken. And pretty much to a person on our health and safety team, we all believe that to be the same way, and I think we're better off for it. Certainly Sutherland Springs has showed us that not stopping the bad guy just doesn't make any sense. So that's pretty heavy. But getting back to war, what would we have done if Hitler would have run amok? One of the biggest discussions we have about history is our use of the atomic bombs. Should we have used them? I don't know. I am not saying I have all the answers. Now, historians will argue that we saved many more lives using them than if we wouldn't have used them to bring the war to an end quickly. But again, some of these things are just too difficult for us to grasp as mere mortals. So certainly we need to be judicious about this. We shouldn't go to war against someone who doesn't deserve it, because they would need to be evil personified for us to need to stop them from killing the innocents of the world. I'm going to stop here, and my next devotion will pick up thou shalt not kill. And you have a good day, church. I'll talk to you again.